Hi, welcome back to my channel. Um, Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, from wherever you're watching from. If you're joining for the first time, like, share, subscribe. Um, we'll be doing a live synthetic analysis in this session. So, if you haven't watched my previous video about liquidity engineering, I talked about how that liquidity engineering, helps you get trades and you use it and maximize your profit. So basically we'll be going to the chart now. So this is the chart. So this is the 25 1s. We've been looking for sales right from when price was here. So I'll just take up my chart and do it again. So what did we see? We saw a sweep of the size. This is the daily time frame. So for those of you that want to ask, there's a daily time frame. They had a sweep of the high, break of structural liquidity above here, right? And now we had this low that needed to be taken out. This is our strong high that's protected, and we had our POI right above there. So we are looking for sales until it gets to this level, right? Basically. So remember what I said about liquidity engineering. If I've not watched the video, watch the video. Liquidity engineering, we want to see a sweep of an eye, then this level here, this level here is where we want to look out for sales. But I said that I want to be looking out for sales from the resistance most times because price tends to go all the way up here and drop. So this is what I'm trying to say. So without wasting much time, what can we see on the, before a market will tend to want to push it down, there must be a change of trend on that same time frame. So you see that price swept this, broke this leg. That means price has given us a change of market structure from bullish to bearish. Now that is the break of structure, right? So now I want to go to the lower time frame, which is let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Let me share this to the group so that people can join. I don't know. Well, I hope you guys can see my screen. I hope you guys can see my screen. Okay, there's one person here already. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Coming. So share this now to WhatsApp group. So I said I want to go to the 1 hour time frame for V25 1s, and on the 1 hour, okay, let me go to the 4 hour now. 4 hour. So now, on the 4 hour time frame, we price is still pushing. This is where we had our change of change of character, right? This is the break of structure to the upside. When this low was not taken out, this was when we now had the break of structure and the change of character to the downside. Now we cannot just start selling because now where the price starts change character from the 4 hour time frame that's breaking structure to the upside was here. I saw it around yesterday. And if you understand structure, let me just talk about structure quickly. Structure, one of the things you should know is that if you are looking for, if you see a break of structure like this, if you see a break of structure like this on the daily time frame, don't look at other time frame to want to look for your break of structure to the upside like this. Do you understand? Stay on 4 hour time frame. If you want to stick to the 4 hour time frame, stick to the 4 hour time frame. If you want to stick to the daily time frame, stick to the daily time frame. Now, if you see what I said now. Now, every time the market tends to give you a major high, right, and comes down like this, do the major break of structure to the down. We want to wait for a break of structure to the upside to continue, like for retracement. Then what we want to see is a change of character again to now the trend will now be like similar downtrend. So we'll now wait for our entry like this and like that to this downside. This is what I'm trying to say. So we don't just carelessly just just look at for sales, but we must understand structure. Structure is key. Structure is key in the market. So that's why now we cannot, sorry about that, we cannot say that now we have a break of structure now on the 4-hour time frame, even why, okay, we've gotten this break to the upside because price came all the way down here, and now broke structure by candles. We use candles. So for me, the POI I'm waiting for to see a change of character is here. This is the first one, and if you look at it, you see that that's a liquidity engineering in the 4-hour time frame, which I'm looking out for to see the sales from. So until it changes character, which is, let's say it swept this low, and give us a change of character to the down, and we'll see our pattern again. We will not just sell now. We will not just sell. So we'll just stick to the 1-hour time frame as our lowest time frame for structure, so that we'll not get confused about the thing. So if you look at it, you see that the thing has not taken out this low yet. So that's why it's still pushing. So until price gets to this level, I'm expecting a change of character from that level. I don't know. Yeah, so from that level around 613, 613,051. So you can mark that, and yeah. So now that's for V25-1S. I want to do V100-1S because we have a trade currently there. I'm seeing a trade that we can take. So if you look at this, the analysis we did right from time have been playing out nicely because price have been dropping. Like literally, price have been dropping according to our analysis. If you look, these are the trades we've been taking. These are the trades, and if you want to learn how to do this, like I've been always saying, you can DM me. It's just $100 to learn for my mentorship. It's just $100, and I will. I know in this country, $100 is quite a lot. So you can DM me and you can pay instrumentally. You can, so that's that. So let's dive into the chart. So I'll just clear all this, but this was where we marked out the zone, and you see where price hit the TP finally. But we'll just clear this to see what's currently happening on the in the market. So this is 24-hour time frame. This was what I saw. I saw this resistance, which is our liquidity engineering I talked about, right? So the liquidity engineering, this was the leg that we wanted to sell from. But I told you I don't really sell from this leg. I wait for the resistance because that's where price normally tend to react from. And this was our liquidity before the level, and you see the way it dropped. So now on the daily time frame, price hasn't really given us a break of structure yet because it's not close with candle. So now let's go to the 4-hour time frame to look at structure from that time frame. So structurally on the 4-hour time frame, you see it's closed with candle below that leg. But let's see this close. Okay, you see this is not also a break of structure. I'm not saying this as a break of structure too because it did not close above the candle. You get? I'm not saying that as a break of structure because it's not close above the candle. And now you will see our pattern here again. Our liquidity engineering at that level, that although it's quite very small, but look at what I'm saying here. This is it. This is a level. This being our liquidity and price entering into that place to sell from. Although it has been tapped before, but this was it. You understand? And most of the time, let me look for something on the 1-hour time frame to see if that was what made price to push all the way to the down. So you see that this level, if you want to adjust it on the 1-hour time frame, you see that this was the level. That was the level here. That was the level, and which was in line with a rejection block. All these things are things that you learn when you get to subscribe for the mentorship. So now this was it, and price started dropping. So now if you look at this, the structure has now changed from bearish to from bullish to bearish, giving us a sweep and giving us a break of structure to the down. So this is the 1-hour time frame. So this is the load that needs to be taken out. Now, if you go to the Now, to look out for our levels I want to sell from, we don't need to go far. Just go to your 4-hour time frame and mark out this resistance. So this is where me I want to look out for sales from that resistance zone there. That's where me I want to look out for sales, basically. That's where I want to look out for sales. So this is a trade that you can take. Resistance level, we'll just wait for it to get to that level and we'll sell from there. TP here. I don't know if that's clear. Please, if you want me to do any analysis, if you want me to do any analysis on any pair, please just type the pair and tell me which pair you want me to do. All right. So the next on my list is V101S. V101S. So V101S is already selling already, but I'll show you where you can wait for the retracement to happen and everything. So I'll just clear my chart. So now this is the 24-hour time frame. On 24-hour time frame, like I said, this was the break of structure to the major break of structure to the down. The major break of structure to the down, right? And now, if you looked at this, this was now from this low to this low. This was now, and price did not get to this 50%, so we would not have taken this sell even if it sold, right? It did not just show that it's a restructure and everything. So yeah, this was it. Price swept this high, changed to the upside. That was the change of character that now made this price to be bullish and everything. So on this time frame, this is what we have basically. And now what can we see on this leg? So let's look at the line chart to see. So for me, this is my area of liquidity. That's my area of liquidity. That's one area. This is also another area, which is the neckline of that strong eye, because there was a sweep of that eye. I apologize for not holding class yesterday. I had a busy schedule. I was really busy with schoolwork and all that. So yeah, so this is now the level that I feel mine is holding price currently, which is the 24-hour time frame. Now on this 24-hour time frame, we've not seen a break of structure to the downside yet, because this was a major break of structure, and now this is the low that needs to be taken out. Then we'll now know that yes, we're on a downtrend, because I think the structure is key. Structure is key. But now if you go to the 4-hour time frame, if you go to the 4-hour time frame, what happened here? You see that on the 4-hour time frame, because I wanted to be selling this already, because I knew that there was already a change of structure here. Price had already given us a sweep of a strong high, giving us a strong high, and broken structure to the down, started, dropping and everything, and started. I was already anticipating the sell. So for now, nicely on V101S, because but although once it starts getting there, I might just, if I see a reaction, I might just want to close, because it might just buy all the way up, So so on the 1-hour time frame, what did I see again that made me feel like okay? So this was the break of structure to the down, right? This was the sweep that we had. That was the sweep that we had, right? And now we had this second break of structure. So I'm just showing you where you can look out for sales again. This is structural liquidity, and wait for price to come into this region to look for yourselves. and just for the meantime, just target this low in case price wants to see change direction. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So yeah, that's that for V101S. V75, we've been selling V75. I called it on the group chat. If you're on the group, you see that we have been selling from this level. I remember calling saying that I will not sell until it gets to that level in one of the sessions that I had here. And if you join that session or if you watch that video, you see that this level was one of the levels I marked. And if you looked at it, you see that this is the resistance of this liquidity engineering I'm currently I told you guys about in the last video. Liquidity engineering is very important. It's one of the things that has helped my trading. And you see, I mapped out that resistance, and price started tanking from that resistance, and I started selling from that resistance. So now, what can we do? I'll just remove on my chart, and I'll just show you what you should do now, or what you should wait for. So this is the resistance that I said. This was our liquidity that needed to be taken out, which was taken out nicely, and now this is where price is reacting from, and I'm targeting this low. So now what can we see on the daily time frame? On the daily time frame, you see that price has given us a clean break of structure to the downside. There was a sweep of this side, and there was now a break of structure, because the truth is now, see this break of structure that happened, it has now confirmed that we are going down. Do you understand? So on the 4-hour time frame, if you want to look at structure, because don't go now. See what I'm saying? If you wanted to be looking at structure from one perspective, you see that you will be like, oh, this is a break of structure to the upside. Meanwhile, it's just a retracement on the higher time frame. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. On the lower time frame, which is the 4-hour time frame, but on the daily time frame, just a retracement. In fact, I will show you where this market reacted from. If you look, I took another sell again from this level. I showed them that we should sell from this level, and we sold to this level, to this down. Now, let me show you where that reacted from. So let's go back to the 24-hour time frame. Sorry, 24-hour time frame, and you see what I was saying. So now, price gave us again another liquidity engineering right here, which was this, right? What was liquidity engineering? If you're new, something like this, and want to wait for price to come all the way here, and we want to sell from here. So yeah, so that's what liquidity engineering is. If you have been asked like, oh, liquidity engineering, I've been mentioning liquidity engineering. So look at where price reacted from. Can you see that level? Who would have known that, oh, we should be selling from here? Most people would have been like, oh, I want to wait for other block, and they will miss that entry. But from that liquidity engineering, price started tanking. Look at it. So when I saw a change of character on the lower time frame, which is on the 15 minutes time frame, you see price did not get to that level, and it was in the open close level of this candle. So I knew that even if I'm selling from here, my stop loss will just be above the high of this candle, which is very small, and I'll be targeting this next level. But meanwhile, somebody will say, this is a change of character. No, it is not. It's just a retracement on the lower time. That's why you must look at structure from one time frame. So this was what I now saw on the lower time frame, which is 15 minutes time frame. On the 15 minutes time frame, I now saw so when price got into there slightly. Now let me remove this. So when price got into that level, let me adjust this to somewhere here. It's a zone. And now when price got into that level, we want to see a change of character again in this time frame. So they had a sweep of that high, and they had a break of structure to the down, right? Now, it has not shown that, yes, we are now bearish. And now look at it again. I want to show you again liquidity engineering. Liquidity engineering. I've been saying it now. Liquidity engineering again. Where is the liquidity engineering? Here, this level. This level is your liquidity engineering. This is the liquidity above that, your liquidity engineering that you want to enter from. I said most times I like to enter from the resistance, right? I like to enter from this resistance level up here. So see where price came to. Can you see where price came to? and we sold again from here. Our stop loss was just above this high because he has not confirmed everything was not in line, and we sold all the way down here. If you're in the group, I sent it, and we sold all the way down here. So now what are we expecting for current trade? Maybe you want to join the sell for V 75. You can as well just wait for me. I have seen that, sorry, I've seen that this level will be taken out. This level will be taken out. The price will come back into this level. And let me just show you what I'm saying. Now I'll just I don't like my chart to be too so I'll just remove all this and just make it simple so that you not get confused by all this. So now this is a sweep of that eye, and this is now my structural liquidity. So this is what I'm saying. That now for the POI, for where I want to look out for sales, I'll just go to my daily time frame and look for resistance. So either this level, open close level, or this rejection block above here. That's where I want to look out for sales from. So if you go back to the 4-hour time frame, you see that this level above this region is where my sales want to come from. So if I'm waiting for that level, I will be selling from here. So where am I selling to? TP is far. Just know TP is far, and we're going to hold this trade until it gets to this level. I hope you understand. I hope you get this very clearly. Good morning, boss. I can see you. Thank you so much for joining, my bro. You're doing well. That's one person that always disturbs me with a lot of chat work, a lot of work, because there's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of work to be done. To be very honest, we need to sit down and get to work. So yeah, what other pair do you want me to do? I'm having class by 10 o'clock, so I'll be leaving very soon. So what other pair would you want me to do? What other pair do you want me to do? I can see your comments. You're welcome, my brother. You want to use chatbot to wound me. So I'll be leaving for class soon. If you want to also join the mentorship is open, $100. I know it's not really easy. I want mostly for the region that we are in, this part of this the world, So okay, let's do step 100. Okay, I'll do that. I sent a signal to the group. If you're in the group, you see that we have been selling step from the weekly time frame, which is it has been amazing. I sent it right from when I saw it. I knew that this thing is about to sell, but it's currently retracing. This was where I marked out that we'll be looking for sales, and price have been tanking all the way down to that level. So what should you be expecting? This is where I'm going to step. So there's something I saw on the weekly time frame, which I can't go right now because price has this trading view will not let me do. Now this is the resistance level I'm trying to sell from. Okay, all right. So now on the daily time frame, you see that price has given us a clean break of structure to the down. There was a break of structure above and break of structure below, showing you that price is now bearish. We are this structure is key. I tell you the truth, structure is key. You must know structure. And where is price coming to? What I'm expecting. We have 4-hour time frame. You see clearly. You see your now. I want to adjust this zone above here slightly because that level will be used as liquidity. You see that we had our sweep of this eye, sweep of that eye, break of structure to the downside. Where did this market react from? Who can tell me? Who can tell me where this market reacted from? I want to know if you guys are really following what I'm saying. Now let me change it to the liquidity engineering. You see, price reacted from this liquidity engineering. I'm not even sure it's even reacted. Almost, I think almost. So this liquidity engineering is still valid. And what is making this liquidity engineering valid is there's a liquidity resting just below it. Do you understand? So this is what I'm expecting. And also, don't engage in this counter buy. Just relax and wait for this sale. That's what I will advise. So that's for step. It will use the breaker block. It might use it. It might use it. That's why I was like, don't try to look for sales for buys, because you might just look for buy and you will just get taken out. Price will take you out. Your mind go dey, because the overall trend, the overall view is that it is selling. So anytime market can change structure using one of these institutional reference points. We have institutional reference points, we have one, we have order block, we have fair value gap, we have breaker blocks, order block, we have breaker block, mitigation block, and also for fair value gap, we have imbalances, we have a lot of institutions, we have liquidity void, you know, these are institutional reference points that can be used anytime. Market makers can choose to want to move from those points. So I'm waiting. What other pair do you want us to do? This is step. This is step. I think, have I done V10-1S? Okay, I've done V10-1S. Done V10-1S. Have I done? Have I done? Have I done? Have I done V51S? I think I've not done V51S. So I'll be doing V51S right now. So if you look at this, market has not really given us a change of structure on this time. That's why I say, if you are looking at structure, look at structure from one time frame. This thing I'm saying is very important. Look at structure from one time frame, from one time frame, from one time frame, from one. I'm coming. I just want to listen to a voice note. I think my class is almost, so I'm coming. Okay. We'll do V10. We'll do V10. Let me just listen to this voice note. We'll do V10. Then after V10-1S, we'll do V10. Still muted. Okay, so now if you look at structure from this same time frame, you see that structure is still bullish here. It has not given us, if market had broken this leg, would have known that yes, we are now bearish. But now we can't say we are bearish now. Although remember I said that we'll be selling from here previously, right? But market did not take this leg, which is making me feel like, or which is telling me that market can still choose to push all the way up. And remember, we had something like this. We had the structural liquidity resting above this leg, and we had this PY above, just above it. So market can choose to want to come here and react from. So now it has not given us a break of structure. We are still obviously bullish on this daily time frame until it does something like this. Let's say even if it pushes the way up and now comes down, take this leg, and we can now start looking for sales all the way down. I hope this helps. I hope this helps. So this is V51S. Then now we just do V10. Then we are done for the day. V10. I'll just look at structure. I'll just look at structure from what I'm seeing here. I'll just look at structure from what I'm seeing here. We had this major break of structure to the down. Although price is coming from, I'll just say this, price is coming from a weekly order block, right? A weekly order block. And now, if we are still using this range, we're still looking at this range. One of the things that stood out to me was this sweep of this eye, right? Sweep of that eye and the break of structure to the down. And I'm seeing this as liquidity, which is a POI will be here, right? But currently we saw the change of character on this when this eye was swept. Market started going bullish, and since then market have been bullish. And until we see a change again to the down, let's say this low gets taken out before we can consider selling. But meanwhile, on this time, because the price is in the premium zone, we can look out for sales. And I want to show you where price is currently selling from, because I saw a sell on the 4-hour time frame. I think 4-hour time frame. I saw a liquidity engineering, a clean, very clean liquidity engineering that price used, and this was it. Yeah. Can you see the sniper entry? Can you see the sniper entry? That was it. Price tanked all the way. Yeah. So you can just do a sell to the 50% because it might now retrace back using this level. You don't know what might happen because you are just trading counter trend. You understand? I hope this is helpful. I hope you learned something. I hope you got something from this. So yeah, I think I will just take one or two questions. I'll just take one or two questions. If you have any question, maybe regarding anything at all, you can actually just ask. Do you have any question before I go for my class? So what are the pairs to look out for? V101 is a sell is coming. Look out for that trade. Be very sensitive. Look for sales. Market has given us a change of structure and everything on that pair. So be very alert, on that trade. We did a lot of pair. I think it's even getting to the POI. So price is getting to that POI, and let me just call the trade here. I'll call the trade here. I'm entering from this 605. That's set your sell limit around 605.25. Then your stop loss will just be 608.91. I'm calling the trade for V101S. V101S. Stop loss entry sell limit is 605.25. Stop loss is 608.91. Then your TP is 554.81. Using the lowest lot size, we'll be getting about just 0.61. That's what I'm saying. I saw a buy on. That's what I'm saying. We're selling to buy because that's a counter trend. You're trading counter trend. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now you're just risking 0.61 to get about $10. So that's a good one. If you want to maybe increase your lot size, you can just risk $2 to get about maybe $30. That's a good one. What else are you looking out for again? So you get, so yeah. I hope this helps us. I hope this helps you. And okay, I can see you, sir. I can see you. Thank you so much for joining. I salute you. All right, all right, all right. Please, I'll send it again. I always say this: if you want to learn, if you really want to know how I trade, join the mentorship. That's where you get to get a lot of insight about how I trade and how I get. And you always get the premium signals. But most of the time, some of the trades I don't really send it to the group. Most of the time, if I'm on my chat, I just take my trades. And most of the time during the class too, you get to get free signals and live, and you get, so it's something that you should consider, right? $100 one-time mentorship. You can pay, if you can also pay instrumentally. You can pay $20 for 5 weeks. You are done. And yeah, thank you so much. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be heading to class now. You guys should pray for me and my finals. My project defense is coming very soon. Everywhere is tight for me, but I'll keep on showing up here, sharing value and sharing premium content. So subscribe, like, share. God bless you.